In this tutorial, we're going to be going over how to look at the analytics or metrics of visitation to the SSWEN.org website. In order to do that, we have to actually use the Google Analytics sign-in. The site has a tag on all of the pages that tells us when somebody looks at a page and where that person is approximately coming from. So in order to look at that information, we just want to go to Google Analytics. And this is the typical entry screen. We want to click on the Access Analytics button. Now I have already been signed in to the account through the sswen.org@gmail.com account. That is the parent account for the Google Analytics. You can see that the website's name is here, and there's a little link that says View Report. And if we click on that link, it gives us a breakdown of the traffic that has been going to the site. Up here are visits. Visits are the number of people who have been coming to the site by day. We can see page views, the pages per visit. A bounce rate is a measurement of people who come to the site and then only look at one page and then bounce right back out. The average time spent on site. This is pretty high because we've been doing a lot of tutorials for it, so we've been looking at the site for a long time. And then there's new visits. These are people who have not been documented by Google Analytics in the time frame that it is looking at. So these are all new visits, new visitors to the site. So we can also see down here there's a map overlay, and this tells us where these visitors have been coming from. So the darker the green, the more people have been coming to the site from those areas. If we click on the View Report here on the map overlay, it'll actually break it down for us a little bit more. And we can see we've got, a couple of visits from France and Norway. So if we wanted to find out, let's say for example in the United States or up in Canada, where they're coming from more specifically, we can click on those respective regions. And then we can also see in the United States where the different visits are coming from. So that's how we can track where people are visiting the site from. Let's go back to the overview. And there's a lot of different ways that we can also look at this information as well. There's browser information. This tells us the kinds of browsers that people are using to look at the site, their connection speeds. There's a lot of valuable information that you can get from the visitor segmentation. There's a lot of also good information on how people are using the site from a technological perspective. So you can get all of that information right here in the Google Analytics account.